Welcome to Story Orb, where you will hear DeWitt District Library guest Henry Thurber share a favourite book series with you and learn about your next great read by Rick Riordan.
My book review is about the first book in Ian Colfer's series, Artemis Fowl. It is Artemis Fowl. Artemis Fowl is a rich 12-year-old Irish boy who is a criminal mastermind. His mother is in a demented state while his father is missing. He has a bodyguard named Butler, and they find out about fairies and even catch one. Unfortunately, he starts a fight with the fairies, and they siege his house, which is really a castle. Will Artemis Fowl beat the fairies, or will he lose? Read this book to find out. I picked this book to review because I really liked it. It was cool. Some really cool things about it is that the fairies are super high tech. So they have really awesome gadgets. It's also about the bad guy. Not too many books about the bad guy. And even if they were, it's usually about an adult. But Hermes is a 12-year-old. This book is a series, and after every book I will show there will be more after them. They might not come out yet, but there will be more. These are the books that are in the series. There are actually 8 books in the main series, but I'm only showing you these 3. The second book is Artemis Fowl in the Arctic Instant. It's where Artemis Fowl, he gets a message from the people who have kidnapped his father. He wants to save them, and the fairies go and kidnap him, thinking that he is leading rebels. They find out they have a spy in their midst, so they ask him to help. Artemis Fowl agrees to help, but only if they help him find his father. Will they find the spy and the father? Read this book to find out. Then, after that, we have the Eternity Code, where Artemis Fowl takes fairy technology and makes a cube that has all the secrets of basically everything. He tries to sell it to a man named John Spiral, but things spiral out of control after he tries to sell it and has it unsuccessfully. Butler almost is on the brink of death, and Spiral has stolen the cube, but they find out there's an eternity code, which means it cannot be unlocked unless the person who made the code unlocks it. Artemis Fowl goes to go rescue the cube from the clutches of the evil John Spiral. Will he do it with the fairies, or will their plan not work out? Read that book to find out. Finally, our fourth one, we have The Opal Deception. This book is about a long enemy of the fairies who made Artemis Fowl, and the fairy looks like they killed the leader of fairies. But they really didn't. And so they have to go on the run, trying to figure out who the person is. And what do they want? They're trying to do mischief, but the fairy and Artemis Fowl are sniff out the troublemaker and chase them down. Who will win? Will the troublemaker do what they want to do, or will Artemis Fowl and the fairy save the day yet again? Now we're talking about the Fowl twins. After you read the Artemis Fowl series, you can read the Fowl twins. It's the adventures of Artemis Fowl's younger brothers, Beckett and Miles. Beckett is the blonde kid who does not like to wear clothes very often, and he's more of the fighting type. Miles, on the other hand, loves his clothes, always wears ties and suits, and he likes to think things through, and he is just like his older brother Artemis. They go on many adventures, and they meet fairies eventually, and they actually had to break out of a prison and have many enemies after that. Then comes the second book, where I don't know much about, but I know it was really good. I read it, but I haven't read the third book yet, but it was a good book. I liked it, and you'll probably like it too. That is the Artemis Fowl series, the Fowl twins. If you don't like chapter books and you like graphic novels more, then there is graphic novels like you got Artemis Fowl, this Artemis Fowl, and that one, and they're all graphic novels. You don't have to read chapter books if you don't want to. It's really cool. The graphic novels are basically exactly like you got Artemis Fowl, Artemis Fowl, the Arctic Incident, the Eternity Cube, and the Opal Deception. They're all the same. It's just without so many words. So I think it's been really cool reading this series. It's cool to watch how he grows better and does like less deals and more favors for the good of it. And so if you like this series, well, you should recommend it to somebody else, like I have. Bye.
Thank you, Henry, for recommending Owen Colfer's books. And now, here is a great adventure I would recommend by Rick Riordan. New at the library and in great demand is Daughter of the Deep. Inspired by the Jules Verne classic 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Rick Riordan plunges us into a deep dive adventure that takes your breath away. I love the heroine, Anna Dakar, descendant of Captain Nemo. And even though the overachieving intellectual and physical abilities of these young people are unbelievable, the author seems to bypass our doubts and questions, taking us on a journey filled with out-of-the-world inventions and surprising discoveries. You will not be disappointed. There are shocking betrayals, tragedy, and heroic bravery in this story that will have you hoping that the author is planning a sequel to this first book. Get Daughter of the Deep from the library the next time you visit.